Hey, Doc, I'm here to get Steffi.
Oh, I know. You had a lunch date.
Don't tell me something else came up.
No. Come on in. I'll explain.
I hope she didn't forget. That would fit right into my day at this point.
Why? What kind of day are you having?
One of those days that reminds you you're not as important to anyone as you think.
Well, I can assure you that it's certainly not true.
Okay, just don't pay any mind to me.
So, what exactly happened? Does it have something to do with Brooke?
She asked me to move out. Rick was discharged from the hospital. Brooke's taking care of him at home. He doesn't really want me around.
So what? He just snaps his fingers and out you go?
Well, temporarily, that's all.
I don't know how many times I think I've heard you say temporarily, that's all.
Look, I may not like it. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I could answer that if you want me to. You want me to?
Taylor, he's her son. He's got a claim on her attention, I'm afraid.
I just don't know why you would choose to pick that kind of life. Why do you want to be one of the many objects in Brooke's ever-shifting attention span?
Hey, sweetie, there you are. Let's talk about this later.
Actually, I think we better talk about this now.
Look, there isn't much more to be said about this situation with Rick. Thomas!
Hey.
Nobody told me you were in town.
Well, Mom called and I came home.
Yeah, Phoebe could have been here too if she's gotten a flight.
And it's not just Taylor who wants you back. Everybody does.
What? Do you think that's odd that I would actually tell my family how I feel about things? I mean, I just expressed my feelings and I found out I'm not alone. Rich, you just look so unhappy. You came over here just now to tell me how upset you are about Brooke doing this one more time to you, putting you on the back burner, like she doesn't have time for you, she doesn't have a place for you.
And this isn't a plot. This isn't why I wanted to go out for lunch. It's just that we all started talking and we figured out a few things. Number one, we miss all of us together as a family.
And number two, nobody can relax when you're with Brooke. We know you love her, and so do we, but we also know that something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah, you taught me not all fantasies could come true or should come true, but maybe what you're trying to have with Brooke and it's just not succeeding, it isn't good for you.
Look, I know why you might feel this way, but I am the only one that can make this judgment.
So then, why not do that right now? It just takes a little good judgment. That's all it really takes. So, I don't know, just look back at the family the way it was, and I don't know, I think you would agree that that was the most centered, the happiest time in your life. One of them, right?
Yes, of course it was.
And your life with Brooke? Which one of us would you say made you feel more secure? Like you didn't have to worry about next week or next month or next year if you would be surrounded by the same people, the exact same people who love you and value you. And that you didn't have to worry all the time that there was some other man threatening your marriage. Or that your children didn't look up to you and didn't respect you. So, those are the things you have to look at. If you were talking to someone that you cared about, and you wanted them to think about those things, what would you tell them to do? Come on.
Blair, I'm not really prepared to have this conversation.
Why not? How much worse do things have to get, really, Reg? Look at it. Here you are, a father of four. You're a world-renowned designer. You're one of the wealthiest, most photographed men in L.A. And here you are, homeless, living out of your car.
I'm not living out of my car.
And here we are, having never wanted you to go away. We never stopped wanting you to come back. And we're telling you that home doesn't feel like home without you here. So, just come home.
Did you orchestrate all this?
No. I would have if I thought I could get away with it.
Yeah, Dad, she didn't.
And nobody planned anything. We just kind of just let our guard down and found out we had the same wish, the same secret. You remember what I told you?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I just hoped you and Mom would get back together. And I know it's selfish, I do. But I'm not asking for my childhood back. That was great, but it's done. And I love who I am and who Thomas and Phoebe are. I just miss all of us together. It's kind of like we had the same nervous system.
Yeah, whatever happened to one of us rippled through the whole family. You know, we were that connected. And I never felt alone, even when the girls were away at school.
Yeah, neither did we. Is that the same feeling you're trying to give RJ by marrying Brooke? Because that I would understand.
Oh, I would imagine that family dynamic is something that's completely different. You know, I mean, Brooke has 4 children by 4 different men, and they're really only connected through her.
Or maybe this fantasy was just all in my head. Maybe every kid thinks they have the most beautiful mom and the smartest, handsomest dad. Maybe every family's special, and there's nothing special about ours. Or do you even remember it that way?
Yeah, I do remember it.
Then don't you ever miss it too?
Those were wonderful times when you kids were growing up.